It's time to go road tripping again, and we are back in Cartersville, Bartow County, and I cannot wait for you guys to see all of the amazing places we have found. We're calling this one the Hidden Gems of Cartersville, but we're gonna start with just a little bit of history here at the Bartow History Museum. Come on. Hey Trey, thanks for having us today.
Good morning, thanks for being here.
I'm so excited to learn a little bit more about Bartow County here at the Bartow History Museum. But first, I know the building itself has a lot of history. Tell me a little bit about it.
Sure, absolutely. Well, like you said, you're in the Bartow History Museum, and we are in the 1869 County Courthouse. This building was built just after the Civil War to house the court functions of Bartow County. The original county seat was burned during the war, and Cartersville became that seat, and we built this building. You know, the courthouse ceased here in this building in 1903, and since then the building has been furniture stores, manufacturing plants. You had different businesses. It had a roller skating rink here in the 1940s, so just all kinds of different things.
How cool. So I'm so excited to get to check out all of the exhibits. I hear we have a hands-on exhibit right behind us.
We do, absolutely. Let's go check it out.
Let's go do it. Let's go. Let's see, who do I want to talk to? Ooh, let's do Sequoia.
Hey Josh, come on out.
Okay. Trey, this room is so cool. There's something for everyone to do in here. Tell me a little bit about the room we're in now.
Well, so this is our interactive hands-on gallery.
Yes.
We call it the History Nook. So it's just a small area for kids of all ages to come in and participate hands-on activities. So you could touch a little bit of history. And so what you were in just now is our phone booth.
Yes.
And obviously that's one of our big main attractions here in the interactive gallery. You can go into the phone booth, shut the door, the light comes on, and we've got a little phone book, if you will, on the wall there. And so it's got people from Bartow County history on the page.
Yes.
You pick up the receiver, you dial that person's number, and you'll hear them tell their 30-second story.
Well, Trey, now I know upstairs is where the permanent collection is for here at the Bartow History Museum. Let's go check that out and see what history we can find.
Okay, let's do it.
Come on. Well, we have made it to the schoolhouse here at the Bartow History Museum. I'm gonna let Trey play teacher. He's the expert, he knows all. I'm gonna sit here. I did forget my pen and paper though, Trey, is that okay?
You don't have your slate with you.
I don't have my slate with me either. Tell me a little bit about the schoolhouse. What does this represent?
So we are in our one-room schoolhouse exhibit here at the museum, and you know, back in the early days of Bartow County, late 1800s, early 1900s, there were a lot of schoolhouses, one-room schoolhouses that dotted the landscape here in Bartow County. And so we thought it'd be interesting and kind of fun to recreate one of those schoolhouses here in the exhibits. And you know, people like to come in, and we've got information about the schools and schoolhouses, but you know, kids like to come in and look at the lunch pails, you know, or play teacher, or you know, sit at the benches here and you know, give a lesson to somebody. So you know, it's a real good interactive space to come in, and you know, we go to school every day, but it's a much different experience now than it was here in this kind of environment.
Absolutely, I can't imagine having to sit on wooden benches for hours every day. No, the desks were hard enough. I'm glad we left these back in the day.
We have more desks now, and you know, the blackboard, and then, like I said, the lunch pails. You know, the kids will come in and you know, rifle through and see what they brought for lunch that day, and think about, you know, their lunch boxes today.
Trey, what was your favorite subject in school?
Oh gosh, I had to be history. Right?
Okay, I was gonna hope so. See, mine was math and science.
No, not math and science.
All right, well, I know work and careers is another big aspect here at the museum, and there's a pretty cool setup with a dentist, I believe.
Absolutely.
Let's go check that out.
Yeah, okay.
All right, Trey, now I know we are now in the second half of the museum. It just keeps going, and career is a big thing focused on as we kind of move through. Specifically, I want to talk about the dentist. Tell me a little bit about that.
So as you said, you know, as we come on the back stretch of the museum, this looks at different ways that people in Bartow County have lived and worked and played. And you know, work is a big thing for all of us, and so you know, big industries here, you know, with agriculture and the industries that we have in Bartow County are talked about. But then the dentist office, you know, that's one of our fan favorites, if you will, exhibits here. We have an exhibit that depicts the office of one of our local dentists here, probably early to mid 1900s, so early mid 20th century. And his office was located here in downtown Cartersville, and we've got a great mural of him at his chair there in that office, and some of the equipment that he used. And it's just one of those fun exhibits that, you know, none of us like to go to the dentist, but
absolutely.
You know, to look at the machines and think about, you know, well, that's similar to what we use today, but that's very different from what we use today. And so this, again, comparing and contrasting life then to life now.
Trey, if people want to come check out the Bartow History Museum, how do we do it?
Please do. The Bartow History Museum is located in downtown Cartersville. You can find us on the web, so we're bartowhistorymuseum.org. Follow us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter and Instagram, and so we're not difficult to find at all.
Perfect. I love it. Well, Trey, thanks for having us today, and can't wait to keep
exploring
just a little more.
Please do.
Well, we learned a lot here at the Bartow History Museum, and now we are ready to go find those hidden gems. And I've heard there's one just right over there. It's the olive tree and vine. They've got an interesting combination of things they're selling. So let's go check it out. Well, welcome back to Road Trippin'. We are starting to find some hidden gems here in Cartersville, and we had to stop at the Olive Tree and Vine. We're here with Jennifer. She is the owner, and Jennifer, walking in, this place is so cool.
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Tell me about this building.
The building was built in 1880, 1881, and the floors are original. That's probably about all that's original. Some of the brickwork, if you see exposed bricks.
Yes.
We've been here since 2016 and opened with primarily olive oil and vinegar, and then we started adding wine, eventually added craft beer, and we have a coffee shop as well.
Yes, okay, so our palates will be filled no matter what we're looking for. Tell me about this. Let's start with this room first. Tell me, what do we find in here?
Over here we have the ultra premium extra virgin olive oil, as well as a variety of flavored olive oils and balsamic vinegars. They come from around the world, and we're harvesting multiple times throughout the year, so they're always the freshest available.
So now, as we make our way through, we've got the wines, we've got the beer, and now tell me about the coffee shop in the back, because that was very unexpected when I walked in today.
Yeah, so the coffee shop, we opened essentially at the same time, within a couple of weeks of opening the olive oil store, and it was something that was always what we wanted. We always wanted to have a coffee shop, but because we dated at coffee shops, I mean, like, you know, life dates, husband-wife dates, family dates, always seemed to center around local coffee shops. So it was just a dream that we didn't realize could actually be, because as a young married couple, small coffee shops weren't really a thing. It was all big box. And so we had, over time, found a small coffee shop. So that's where we source all of our coffee. It's all locally roasted. And now we're coffee snobs.
Snob. I love it. I love it. So Jennifer, if people want to learn more about Olive Tree and Vine and everything you guys are able to offer, how can we do it?
The best place is to go to our website, which is www.olivetreeandvine.com. We also have a Facebook page, which we have all of our events listed on either one. We're on Instagram, so we have recipes. You can find what you like.
Well, Jennifer, thanks for being with us. I'm excited. We're going to walk around for a little bit and see what we can find, but thanks for being with us today.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Olive oil, balsamic vinegar, coffee, wine, and beer. A really unexpected combination, but the Olive Tree and Vine, definitely a hidden gem here in downtown Cartersville. Let's see what other gems we can find. Well, we are continuing our road trip in here through Cartersville, finding those hidden gems, and we have definitely found one. We've got Scott Allen here with Pettit Creek Farms, and our friend George. He's hiding. Oh, he's saying hello.
Hello, buddy.
There he is. Hi, Fred. How are you? Scott, this place is incredible. I love it so much.
Thank you.
Tell me, we were talking earlier, tell me just a little bit how it all got started.
We just got started with the pony rides, the petting zoos. We made a little money. We spent that money buying more. And as my dad said, is this ever going to end? I said, oh, don't know.
No, and I'm going to say the answer is now no. The official answer is no. Tell me a little bit about our friend here.
This is George. I got George when he was about 14 months old.
Okay.
And he was 9 feet tall. And I brought him home in my camel trailer, which is 8 foot tall.
So it was a tight squeeze.
He was fine. He put his head down. It's 9 feet. That's standing erect and direct.
Okay.
You know, but he was good in there, and we brought him home, and now he's around 16, 17 feet.
And he loves pets, we've learned. He likes carrots too.
George is my buddy. No matter where I'm at, George is.
He's going to be there.
He's going to be in pocket.
I love it. Tell me about some of the other animals that we're going to see here in just a little bit.
We got your camels, we got your zebras, we got your reindeer, kangaroos, capybaras. The list just goes on and on. So
I'm so excited. Let's go.
What do you need?
I mean, apparently one of everything.
I can do this.
Perfect. Let's go see what else we can find.
All right, let's go.
Scott, you have taken us all over Pettit Creek Farms today. We have seen animals I never thought I would see in my lifetime, and we have gotten to pet them and feed them and hang out with them. This is so much fun. Tell me a little bit about our friends behind us, these kangaroos.
These are our red kangaroos. We've had those for several years. We've got a breeding mob.
Okay.
And we've got joeys in the pouch. I think we've got 4 joeys out there at the moment. And a while ago, the little feet were doing the
They were
thing on
kicking
the
a little
video.
bit. Yes, yes. So is it a herd of kangaroos?
Mob.
A mob. It is a mob.
It's a
Okay.
mob.
So the mob is growing.
The mob is growing.
Great. That's very exciting.
That's excellent. That's what we do. We're farmers.
I
you
love
know?
it. I love
We're not raising chickens and cows so much.
Exactly.
We're raising kangaroos and zebras and camels.
Just
you
a
know?
little different.
The normal
Just-
stuff.
Now, tell me a little bit about, I know you guys, you do the pumpkins and Christmas lights. What's going on the rest of the year?
The rest of the year we got farm tours.
Okay.
We used to do walking tours, and then COVID hit. The whole planet shut down. I told my daughter, I said, get in there, read the rules and regulations, and let's figure out how to keep the farm alive. And she did it, and we turned it into a drive-through. It was prosperous. We did good with it. So now we're just doing a drive-through every weekend. They drive through, they see the animals, you know, and then they stop up here, go for a camel ride or a zip line or, you know, that kind of stuff.
Absolutely.
Feed George the giraffe.
You got to. You
got to. He loves it.
And if people want to experience, you guys will want to experience this. If people want to come check you guys out, see all of the fun, how do we do it?
Social media everywhere. PettitCreekFarms.com is the website. Facebook, Pettit Creek Farms, you know. Just
They're everywhere.
Google it, and it's everywhere.
They'll come up. Scott, thank you so much for having
Appreciate
us today.
you
This
coming.
has been
Thank y'all for coming.
so much fun.
It's been my pleasure to show you guys around.
Well, we are continuing our road tripping through Cartersville, finding those hidden gems, and we have found another. We are here at the Roselawn House. We are here with Jane. She's the director. Jane, thanks for being with us today.
You're welcome.
I'm
Thank you for
very excited to be here. You welcomed us immediately, and I knew this was going to be such a special place. Tell me about this room that we are in right now.
This room. The ceiling is amazing, and as lovely as the ceiling is, it was lovelier in those days.
I believe it.
It was pink and blue floral bouquets. Every rose and every flower was painted a pastel,
Okay.
etched in gold, and there were cherubs and clouds on the ceiling. So it was quite a work of art during that time, and of course it began to fade. You know, 1895. It's been a long time.
Been a little while,
So,
yeah.
So actually, a coat of paint covers a masterpiece.
I see.
But I love the ceiling.
Absolutely. And give me a little history on Roselawn itself.
Okay, the house began as 3 rooms.
Okay.
3 little rooms, and over the next 20, this was about 1859.
Okay.
And then over the next 20 years, there were some significant additions made.
I would say so, yes.
And then Sam Jones moved into the house in 1885. And he lived here about 10 years, and then he accomplished the monumental feat of lifting the top floors, the top 2 floors, and built all of this this level under it. So it is considered an architectural wonder.
Absolutely.
In itself, and all the woodwork is just amazing in this house.
All right, so Jane, we have now made it outside the sleeping porch. I love the
Yes.
name of it, and it's beautiful up here. We're seeing everything. Tell me first, what was this originally used for?
Well, just as the name, it was the sleeping porch, and on those very hot summer nights.
Yes, that we all know, of.
Yes, you could actually just walk out and come down here and bed down.
Yes.
For the, get a breeze
I was
or
gonna say,
something.
a little draft
No
maybe?
air conditioning at
Right.
that time, but yeah, it's just one of my favorite spaces. Not
Absolutely.
my favorite room, but
favorite
one of my
space.
favorite spaces
And then-
at Roselawn. And the view
Yes.
is incredible.
Thank you for having us today. If people
You're
want to learn
welcome.
more about Roselawn, come see it for themselves. How can they do that?
224 West Cherokee Avenue here in Cartersville downtown.
Awesome, Jane. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you
You're very
so
welcome.
much.
Give me a little history on Etowah Indian Mounds. What is the place that we're currently at?
All right, so Etowah Indian Mounds started out as a Native American village sometime probably around 850 AD with no mounds. People would have just been living here and doing their everyday thing. There were earlier mounds in the area, so we have, Native Americans already living here, well established. And then sometime around 950 AD, this becomes the predominant village in the Etowah Valley. As the main town, that allowed the chief, the sub-chiefs, the upper class people, the social ability, the structure of their society, it allowed them to be basically mound builders.
Stay with us, even more road tripping when we come back. Keith, I know you guys also do some events throughout the year. Tell me about some of the stuff we can expect later this year.
You got Junior Ranger Camp coming up in the summer, so kids can sign up for that. And then you have a few things going on, and then by the time you hop, skip, and jump into the fall time when everybody wants to come here and it gets really busy, we have our skills of the past. So we'll have people that do flint knapping, basket making, and just a variety of other things.
Yeah. If people want to learn more about Etowah Indian Mounds, come check you guys out. How do we do it?
So we're open 7 days a week from 9 to 5. We usually close the trails at 4:30. And yeah, you just look on the website, gastateparks.org.
Well, Keith, thank you so much for sharing some knowledge with us today. This was great. I'm excited to go see a little bit.
Yeah.
All right, well, I have to see for myself the Etowah Indian Mound sitting just right back there. Not good enough. So come with me. I want to give you guys a first-hand look at what this looks like. And when we get to the top, hopefully I'm not too out of breath, we can get a pretty cool view. So check this out. All right, definitely worth it, I would say. I mean, this view, incredible. The river, town, the other mounds are just, it's just incredible. A little bit of a hike, but worth it, trust me. They also have a beautiful river walk right back here that you can see, especially, they said when the river is a little lower, you're able to see more, obviously. And it's just incredible. It is just incredible. Well, I would definitely say the Etowah Indian Mounds are a gem, maybe not a hidden gem, pretty easy to see, but a definite gem here in Cartersville. Let's see what else we can find. Well, we are continuing our road trip through Cartersville, and we have found another hidden gem. We are here at Live 2540. Love is what they're all about, and they are spreading the love all around the world. We've got Daryl here with us. Daryl, thanks for having us today.
Thank you.
So tell me a little bit about the company itself. How did you guys get started, and why do you do what you do?
Yeah, so 2008, I traveled to Liberia on a 10-day trip. Just saw things that I'd never seen before. Children living in horrific conditions, literally starving to death. And I knew I could not come back home and just do nothing. So came back, started the organization. We began feeding a number of kids at that time. And just over the years, Ebola virus, numerous things that have happened that have created new opportunities for us to reach out to more children. We sell our shirts to fund our feeding program in West Africa. We started selling shirts just a few years ago. We had a mission trip. We took a team on a trip to Liberia, and we had a mission shirt, and then we came back, we're like, why don't we try to sell a few of those? And now we're 120,000 plus shirts later that have funded millions of meals being distributed out into the field amongst orphanages, foster homes, primarily in West Africa. So not only do we have shirts, but we have baskets from Ghana, from Bolgatanga. We have jewelry from all over the world, from Nepal, from India, from Ghana, from Liberia, from Ethiopia. We have a beautiful line of leather products from Ethiopia. Top green pull-up leathers, fantastic stuff.
If people want to check out everything you guys are doing, come see the shop. Can we do it online too? How can we do everything?
Yeah, we ship all over the country through our bestshirtonearth.com website. So you can buy product online, again, bestshirtonearth.com.
Perfect.
If you want to find out more about the organization, you can go to live2540.org, and that's our hub site.
Perfect. Awesome. Well, Daryl, thanks for having us today. I'm excited to see a little more and help out this great organization.
Yeah,
thank you so much. Yes,
Yeah,
thank you.